I wandered lonely as a cloud by William Wordsworth. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched a never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. For oft when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills, and dances with the daffodils. William Wordsworth is famous for his pieces regarding nature. He loved taking walks. He took a walking tour of Europe. And this piece, I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud, was inspired by one of his walks. His family owns a cottage in the Lake District of England, and he and his sister had taken a walk, and along the walk they came across a patch of daffodils, and in that moment he was awestruck by the daffodils and by their beauty, and he captured that moment in his poem, I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud. And he had said that he loves to capture moments because when you're reminded of them, it brings back the emotion that you had in that time and place. When I came across this poem, it immediately brought me back to the photograph that you saw in the beginning of the poem. That picture was of me when I was about 4 in Middleburg, Virginia. My father was riding in the fields, and my mother and I were walking, watching him. And then we came across a field of daffodils, and we decided to sit down, and in that moment my mom took a picture. And when I came across this poem, it immediately brought me back to that moment of, being within the field on a springtime afternoon, immersed in the glory of nature. There's a beautiful breeze, and I longed to go back there to be amongst the daffodils in that beautiful springtime afternoon. This poem appeals to me because it simply and eloquently captured a memory that I could relate to. He was able to recreate a moment of pure joy, of just being amongst nature, being taken aback by the beauty of nature. And when I read his poem, it brought me back to being amongst the daffodils, being with my mother, watching my dad. And it's something I always want to go back to because I just had so much fun there, and it was just beautiful, and I was at ease even at 4. It's still a very calming place because it's just you and nature.